Hello everyone and welcome to Procedure Counters, a Dungeons and Dragons campaign brought to you by us, Lich Souls Gaming. We have an exciting session in store for you tonight, but before we get into that, we have a few announcements to get through.
Oh, sorry.
First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in our chat for a direct link to midnightsyndicate.com. You can find the music videos on YouTube, listen to music on Spotify, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device by Midnight Syndicate right now. We also have artwork that was made by Jeremiah. Jeremiah is our community artist. You can commission him by joining our Discord and being like, hey, will you make some art for us? And he'll be like, yeah, you pay me this amount of doll hairs and I will. And that's that. So very fair pricing. You can join our Discord by using command !Discord to message him, and then that's that. We've been gone for a couple weeks. We are back now, and we have an exciting session in store for you tonight. So everybody, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, as we welcome you to our table, and we are now beginning the next session of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week, in his very own words for the first time this campaign, is none other than Diablo. Take it away.
After that scrap in the catacombs, me and the crew swung down to a fancy joint called the Watering Hole. Turns out they had some problem with poisoning something or other. Regardless, it was a nice time. They had a hot spring where I could really scrub into my nooks and crannies, if you get what I mean. Decker really grilled me in that spring. Curious fella. Asked me all about my backstory and whatnot. I promise you, he could not stand to wait for the next show to learn about yours truly. I can't say I blame him, though. After a very refreshing night, we decided to head over to the Mages Guild as per Ren's goddess's instruction to secure ourselves some ball tickets. Get this, the mage that we delivered tea to for that bard lady ended up biting it. Apparently some poison related or something like that. I don't really want to comment on it, but I definitely felt something in my gut. My gut never lied to me. Anyway, we talked to the Archmage about our current situation, and he agreed to have us tag along as bodyguards, even though he didn't see it super necessary. He even threw us some coin to get us all gussied up for the event. Let's just say we looked like a million orals. It's pretty great. All fancy and whatever. But yeah, we arrived to the ball, and it was an insane event. Big old manor, belonged to one of the governors. There's all sorts of nobles, merchants, and more governors about. But the real main event was the delegates from that Sangesian Empire, though. Those stiffs came all the way across the continent to talk business with the country, but I could care less. But I played nice. Shook their hands, the cold, dead ones. Anyway, I stood around doing my thing, watching over the Archmage as per instruction, but I didn't really catch anything huge. Val did catch on to some interesting news when she was eavesdropping on those delegates. Something or other about a plague to the death touch. Sounds pretty nasty. Sounds like it could be a problem in the future. But overall, the ball went well. And luckily, we got to sleep at the Prance and Tabby. Great time. Unfortunately, we were sleeping until I was woken up by some nasty creature leaning over me and ran ready to fight. And I screamed at the top of my lungs. I had to get everybody out to fight, and it was something nasty. These creatures, they were disgusting. And God rest her soul, that our poor innkeeper, She seemed to have had her skin grafted onto one of these creatures. And it was a hell of a fight. People were going down left and right, getting back up. I blinked out a couple times and wait a minute. Did I get back up?
And with that, the first one to open their eyes is Valerie. Valerie, you open your eyes to the sensation of something skittering across the skin of your face. You quickly swat away some sort of insect as you look up and see nothing but twisted, gnarled branches like spindly arms reaching up towards the night sky to choke out whatever starlight may be peeking through.
What is happening? Is she alone?
You look around to see that your companions are also scattered about this forest.
Is her gear here, or is she in the same condition she was when she died?
So as you go to examine your body, you see that you do not have any of your gear, but you're just wearing the clothes that you last remember wearing. You don't have any wounds on your body or anything notable of that sort.
Yeah, she was technically naked.
So you are naked at the moment.
Yeah. So she's going to kind of look at herself for a moment and do the little disguise self, and she now has the appearance of a furry cat person, as it were.
Love that.
Doesn't feel as naked. Same hair, everything, but yeah, looking about and going, well, at least this I can appear decent. Kind of walks towards the closest of her companions. If it's Diablo, she would approach him first.
Diablo, you're woken up by Valerie.
Yeah, or a tabaxi version of Valerie. Sorry, it's me. I'm technically naked, so this is. I guess telling you I'm naked doesn't change the fact that I'm, faking having fur.
What the hell happened?
Well, you all died. I think.
I don't feel dead.
Well, you all went down and Daka ran. And he fell, and I tried to disguise myself as one of the creatures, and I got stabbed through the back. And I started to black out, and I can't... I'm trying to remember the last thing I heard. But we were sleeping, and then you were attacked, and they killed Marie. I found her body. She was rotting. Those creatures fed off her corpse. And they killed you. I think we died. But we're alive. I have no wound. Even though you can't see it.
Diablo looks around first to see if there's anybody else.
Could you
Both
do you have like
Renatus and Cram are present.
Do you have like anything I could cover myself with so I can, because I'm still technically naked.
Is there anything in the room?
You are in the middle of a forest.
Oh, in the forest, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're out of luck right now.
Okay. Well, we'll try to get one of our Moglock companions, see if they have anything.
Yeah, we should, maybe Cram will let you borrow his cloak.
Yes, well, I mean, at least they didn't take your mask. if they can. We got a next closest person.
Yep.
We'll say they each go and you shake awake Cram and Renatus.
Renatus?
Hmm.
Hey, it's me. It's me. You can understand the voice? Like, I still have the weird accent that you struggle with sometimes.
Yes.
So you died, I think. Can I borrow your cloak? Because I'm technically naked.
I
And I'm not-
suppose.
Okay. Okay. And kind of pulls the cloak, but leaves the fur on for now. I can only do this for a little bit longer, but I still feel exposed.
Yeah. Diablo goes and like nudges Cram with his foot.
Hello, Diablo. What happened?
Val said we died.
But no, that's not right. That can't be right.
I certainly remember going down, but I definitely remember everything going black, and then all of a sudden I'm being shaken awake in this forest.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we did die. It's the only time I've seen you sleep like that.
I didn't think it was possible for me to sleep.
Where are my friends? Where's Daka, Orna? Where are they?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. We can't, we just got up. We don't know where anything is. We don't know where we are. We're in a fucking forest. We were in an inn.
Yes.
We were in the
we've
city,
traveled
for that
far.
matter.
Yeah.
How
So, like, oh, I was gonna.
how do they get 4 bodies out of the city unnoticed?
There's a sound of rustling leaves and cracking branches as a collection of vegetation begins to move and part as if creating a path before you. It's at this point that you start to realize, well, there's one other key factor here. It might be dark, but there's no color. Everything is a monotonous tone of black, whites, and grays.
Is
Does I was gonna say, does Renatus kind of understand where they are right now?
Make a history check.
All right, that's a great one. Hey, dirty 20. I'll take it.
20. This is not something that you are aware of. There's no light guiding you as if it's Grave Treya's torch.
Okay.
But you hear the chuckle of a little girl up ahead.
God damn it. It better not be that goddamn creature we fought back in them catacombs.
I don't think she did much chuckling. She was more horrified, but I don't think we're near here anymore.
Regardless, we should stay on our toes.
Diablo kind of like angrily starts like stepping towards the parted vegetation.
Okay. Is that what everybody does?
Yes, carefully.
Yeah.
So,
And while stepping forward, Renatus is gonna try to conjure his weapon.
no weapon arrives to your hand.
I was afraid of that.
But do you leave it behind?
I guess whatever leaving behind means in this place.
You walk along the path. Leaves crunch and you're pushed out of the way of your feet as you shuffle along. The forest has all sorts of sound of insects and other life about, but you don't see anything. You have the sensation, the smell of the earth, the trees, the air, and the fog that's kind of loosely hovering about the place, but it somehow feels artificial in one way or another. There's just something in the back of your mind saying, this isn't right. As you continue along the path, who's leading the pack?
I would assume Diablo, if everybody
Diablo.
followed after his angry
Okay.
stomping.
Yeah, but you look
Valerie's
ahead,
gonna stick to the middle.
and for just a brief moment, you see a girl wearing the white dress. As she quickly turns the corner, you only catch a glimpse of her, pale skin and black hair.
I saw her that way.
Starts following.
You all continue along the path, and as you venture forward, there is the first bit of color that you see, a bright green glow just beyond the corner of the path.
Can I like try check to see if this green glow is from like a magical source or from like a lantern,
Make an arcana
something like
check.
that? Okay. That's a 21.
21. It seems to be arcane in nature. There's very few things that make a natural green light in this world. Something inlaid with copper that's caught on fire, perhaps, but other than that, not much else.
Well, someone's definitely got magic up ahead.
All right. I don't see we got anywhere else to go.
And hopefully my clothing's I paid a lot of money for that sleeping gear. You know how hard it is to get silver on this place?
As you continue forward, you turn the path, and as you turn the path, your vision blurs and the landscape itself seems to change. You're no longer in a forest, but a massive city standing above a building. And in the center of this city, what you see here is a very large obelisk. The obelisk is separated into three parts. The lower half, we all know what like an obelisk looks like, right? It's right. Okay.
Yes.
So the lower part of the obelisk with a sphere in the middle that seems to be reverberating with this arcane energy, and then the half on top of that as it is floating above, giving off this green light. As you look around, you also see that there are these many balls of light and screams of many different souls are being dragged into this almost vortex that is giving off from this obelisk. And then your vision warps again as everything seems to swirl around you, now standing before it, much closer in the middle of this large opening and then clearing in the middle of the city. Anything?
What the hell?
Where are we? This is not where we should be. We need to get out of here.
And there is a voice behind you. The time is coming. You must stop it. And as you begin to turn to see who says these words to you, hands shoot up from the ground, skeletal and rotten, and begin to pull you down into these graves that you have now been finding yourself standing in, being pulled down deeper into the earth. You begin to choke as dirt fills your mouth and is breathed into your lungs. and then nothing but black. Valerie, your vision goes black as you begin to cough once more, coughing up dirt. And there is a face standing over you, shocked at the sudden reawakening of this corpse. You open your eyes, and Chloe, would you like to describe your character to us, please?
Yes. So, Valerie is currently face to face with an extremely pale, extremely tired looking woman. She has a bob, so there's no hair on your face, and every part of her seems extremely angular, from her hooked nose to her shoulders, which, as you take a few moments to evaluate, you'll notice that her outfit looks a bit militaristic, with an asymmetrical coat on the outside, colored in white and lavender. It's a stark contrast to the natural colors of her hair. But regardless, the last thing that you notice is a giant vulture skull sitting on her right shoulder, almost as a pseudo shoulder pad or plate. Fascinating. She's gonna poke your forehead.
Don't touch me. And
Can you feel this? She'll start poking and prodding more at different parts of you.
what are you doing? Let me go. Stop touching me.
Shush, 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 shush.
The
I need
rest
to
of
write this
you
down.
begin to cough and sputter. And Chloe, you're not expecting these corpses to start moving once again, as
This
they're all
isn't
covering up
normal.
grave dirt, but none of them were found in the ground. You all are laying on tables with thin blankets covering you. All but Valerie completely covered by the blanket.
What have you done?
She's going to stick her hand in the middle of you talking into your mouth and like dig out this dirt. How much is in there? Huh. Fascinating.
Oh, no, should we? No, will we? Well, sorry, will we dead? Or say just leave me nuts? Or
Renatus
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. She's going to walk over to Renatus and do the same hand in mouth procedure to dig out the dirt. And as she walks, her boots, they seem to be covered in steel on the bottom, and they echo and clack as she walks. So you can kind of tell where she is at all times.
well, that's gonna be helpful in stealthy situations.
Diablo will shoot up, and he'll immediately reach for his face.
Your mask is still on.
It's like a real tense feeling, just his shoulders slump, and then he just starts hacking up just wads of dirt. Like,
I didn't
I guess-
realize it was going to be so messy today.
yeah.
Sorry.
She's going to... Sorry, go for it.
Is Valerie still naked?
You're all covered with a sheet.
Okay, good. Thank you. I was just like, I completely regret my decision at the end of the last session, and I'm having to live with it now. So,
She's gonna go around the group, feeling their pulse, checking the pressure in their arms, just checking on their status. Forgive me, I've never dealt with this in my line of work before, in this regard. Someone has... Do you even know what happened to you?
well, I was stabbed through the chest, I believe.
Mm.
Well, from the back. And I could regale the way that each of our friends died, but that's horrific, and I'll just have to have nightmares about it. Sorry,
Well,
are we missing? Were there not more people brought here?
someone had reported the disturbance, and the guards had came and collected you. This is all they had.
Ah, great. So
I
no one
don't
was
have
like,
much,
yeah.
but she's gonna pull out just some like really basic shorts, shirts, stuff that she would put on while she's working. Here,
Thank
you might be more comfortable.
At the same time, I can get my clothing. She like kind of slips it on under the sheet. Did they perchance bring our belongings? Or did they leave them? Did the Sun Keepers put them in
So
a lockup somewhere?
all of your belongings would have been in a locker nearby.
Oh, still.
No.
She
But
casts
I can-
prestidigitation on herself. Cleans off all the dirt. Oh. Nothing like a
I
fresh
can
magic
let you
shower.
go.
You can't.
I will need to record. No, I can. I just need to record this.
Okay.
And she's gonna go ahead and pull out her notebook and just begin writing very
He leans
quietly.
into Diablo. We've got another inquisitive one. Just be aware. The questions will come.
And have any
who-
of you died before?
Yes.
Not that I'm aware. Oh, what?
I mean, I was powered off for a long time.
I ain't never died before.
You can change that now. I would say that you have died, but now you are alive.
So one would say statistically, we are, we have one extra death on our record.
Or one extra.
Sorry, what's... Where are we? I'm just, like... I don't understand why we went...
Question of the
brought to
hour.
Sunkeepers. Like,
Forgive me.
what's happening?
I don't see many alive faces here often.
Are you a coroner?
Forgive my rudeness. Yes, I am the Sunkeeper's medical examiner. One of them. We have many.
That's good. I mean, it is a big city, so it makes a little bit of sense, but
And I don't.
I'm...
I wouldn't mention it to them. Just for notes.
Okay. Well, I'm Valerie.
I'm Emmeline.
Emmeline.
Emmeline Pyre Weaver. Emmeline.
Pile Weaver, that's a very dramatic surname. I think I knew a Pile Weaver when I was a small girl, but this is a little boy, not you, so... Unless you were
We had
like
a very
tomboy.
vast family. It's a
Okay,
good name.
please.
Uh,
Of the level 2 Pile Weavers, I believe, yes. I forget which district that was in.
Mhm.
Sorry. I mean, I'm kind of distracted. You to say that. So we have to introduce Diablo Dorado, who could not even be defeated by death.
You just see Diablo kind of leaned over there, like really. He's just looking at his palms.
Well, I tried.
so Valerie. Diablo. And you are. She's going to motion to.
Bernatus.
In cram.
Nice. That's
Welcome back.
4 of the 6 of this band of idiots. Band of merry fools. We don't have a name, but yeah. We got attacked by creatures while we were sleeping.
I was going to ask if it was a particularly rough bar fight or...
At the same inn that we've been staying in for some time, and they murdered Precious Marie. And they took her face and attacked
Fascinating.
us.
Oh, you were dead. You couldn't have asked them. I'll have to try to find that body.
Marie? Well, her body, last I checked, was stuffed underneath a bed.
Oh.
At-
We can't
at
just
the-
leave it there.
Yeah, it's at the Prancing Tabby. I mean, somebody probably smelled it by now.
Would have been brought in and probably a different
It was
room.
It was a little bit... I don't think she was a fresh kill.
And oddly enough, at the sound of you saying those words, fresh kill, you look down at your own torsos where you've experienced these wounds, where you last remember being stabbed by these harpoon arms of these creatures and other things, and find that you have no wounds, no scars from this interaction at all. And in fact, you feel slightly stronger than you did previously. You all are level 4 at this point. You do have your full health.
Yeah. All right, let's update that. Wow.
Well, if you weren't level 4 already, I should say.
Yeah.
Still healed though. That's pretty cool.
If you don't mind me asking, what's the date right now?
How many days has it been since that situation happened, Michael?
This
what's
is
today's
the
date?
following night.
We haven't lost much time then.
Correct.
No, we have not, but we died.
It's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal.
Val, look at me. You told us what you told us, and we died right after, and now we're back.
Not only back, but I feel stronger, more capable of anything that I could have done before.
I am loving the team talk. I am going to have to take us out because we don't want to disturb the dad.
Well, I think you already did.
I didn't know, sort of thing.
And
Okay,
not
you
only were you dead, you woke back up without use of any arcane intervention. There's no resurrection magic that was casted, no healing that was here. You just were being examined and then woke up coughing up grave dirt.
Quite a perplexing situation.
Yes. That doesn't make any sense unless somebody just gave us another chance. But that doesn't make any sense.
At this point, there's
We
a
will-
knock out in the room, the door.
Coming. And Emmeline's just going to scurry over to the door and kind of crack it open. Yes?
Oh, opening the door, there's a Aarakocra man that kind of has the head of a peacock and, a monocle. Oh, I was here to check on the status of the work of the unfortunate bodies that were found at the Prancing
Hello.
He starts to look past your shoulder.
The reports of our death were sadly mistaken.
It's not that simple. Come in. She'll open the door and allow him in.
They're alive?
Yes. They awoke. I was just doing my examination on Valerie. And they started coughing up grave dirt. I am going to spend more time with the dirt to try and identify it, see what it is, where it came from, and how this could have happened, but
Well, were we not buried?
no.
No. Okay, so we kind of woke up in a forest, which was gray, and then we approached a city, and then there was a arcane green light, and a little girl left, and then we woke up. That was kind of it. I think there was more, but
Would any of this ring a bell for me in any way?
I'll say no.
Sounds good.
I have to go report this.
Yes. While you do, she'll just transcribe pretty quickly on a sheet of parchment and hand it to him as well. Go ahead and hand that in as well. I would like to do more extended research on this phenomena.
He
Well,
takes the piece of paper and he leaves. He's quite flabbergasted at the moment.
so I kind of get the impression from your statement that you're planning to go with us.
Just for a short time.
Okay.
If that doesn't step on your toes too much
Yeah.
as an unnamed group.
Yes, we had some theories, but we're working on it. But we need to get our equipment.
I need to shut down my space. And she's just going to start going back and forth, pacing, putting bodies away, tagging things, putting things in cupboards and drawers.
Don't you have like an assistant for that, or?
Oh, no. I would never allow someone as thunderous as an assistant to work with the most important of my.
Okay, that's very insightful. What are you going to do, Diablo?
Diablo's he's hopped off the table and he's kind of limbering up and seemed kind of hyping himself up, like smacks himself on the face a couple times.
I don't know. I guess we just got to keep doing what we were doing.
Well,
What was it you were doing before getting
Well,
attacked?
Sleeping.
Yeah, we were sleeping.
Meaning,
Wait.
why are you in the city?
Well, I'm from here.
Okay.
Renatus. He's doing things.
I was meditating.
Yeah. I guess, more importantly, we were spreading the good word and the legend of the,
And he looks to Val.
the immortal Diablo Dorado.
The immortal Diablo Dorado. Again, a man who cannot be broken by death.
Fascinating.
He looked death in the eye and came back of his own force of will.
Of course.
Well, she's going to go ahead and grab a hat that you had not previously seen and put it on her head. It is wide-brimmed, flat-topped, and as a decoration on the band, there appear to be bones of varying sizes. The particular type you're not really able to put your finger on.
None of them are clearly like humanoid.
Depends on how no, anatomically gifted you are, you know. I don't think anyone here would know.
It's interesting. You certainly have a theme.
I cleaned this myself. She's gonna hold the skull of the vulture up very, very proudly.
Yes.
I even fitted it. Look. She'll take off her hat and she'll put the vulture mask on.
That's interesting. And I wear a mask too.
Really?
Yes.
What
well,
animal?
Devil.
You got a devil skull? Incredible.
I don't-
Fascinating.
I don't think it's made of an actual devil. I think it's more composite material, lacquered. But yes, we've got the theme.
She'll
Diablo
put the
Dorado.
skull bag hat on. I am ready to follow you and make notes of everything that happens to you.
I have a feeling that we're gonna have no choice. You're going to, we need to find out where our friends are.
That we do. That we definitely do.
So we need to have a discussion with the investigators. I assume there were investigators who brought the bodies to you. So hopefully we can
guards.
at least.
Mhm.
Okay. So if we can put a request on there. So
There's a
hopefully
file for you.
Okay, there's a file.
Yes. Internal affairs. We must document bodies we find.
So is that when you dig inside of a person, it's an internal affair?
I'm glad that you could appreciate the double meaning.
The door swings open and slams against the wall, and stepping into the room is a drow elf with his hair slicked back, holding a helmet under his arm. You, Emmeline, you recognize this to be Captain Regulus Morton, the captain of this headquarters. Following into is the Peacock Aarakocra.
What a delight. What can I help you with?
It is my understanding that some of our cadavers have been reanimated, from what I have heard.
This is correct. You can see
So
them
they
here behind
are
me.
undead. That need to be.
No,
I ain't no
not
damn
entirely
undead.
so. I already passed that procedure when I was doing my examination of Valerie. There is no undead energy emanating from any of the corpses. Or living now, I suppose.
He'll look past you and look at the four behind you, gathering up their things, their gear from the locker that you placed them in. They do not certainly seem to be zombies that have been reanimated by any necromantic things, but with members of the Singisian Empire in our city at this recent time, you cannot be too sure.
It's a fair assertion, but I can assure you that there are members of this party that would want nothing to do with being undead.
And there's also no traces of divine energy or magic of any kind as well. I didn't get that. So perhaps we should look into a larger peer study for the group, have them examined by multiple.
Oh, please don't put us under your tests. We have things to do. The city is in danger and we need to report back.
Report back to who?
An archmage.
I believe you should all come to my office. This is hardly the place to speak on such matters.
Who can hear us but the dead?
No, they can hear a lot, trust.
Good to know.
He'll take you up to his office. A very posh place. He has a nice mahogany desk with bookshelves and a fireplace behind him. The chairs are very nice and cushioned and it has a leather over all of them. And as you sit down, he'll sit behind his desk, and the desk seems to be slightly higher off the floor than the chairs, as if he is presiding over those who sit before him. And he'll take out a quill and some parchment and he'll begin writing. So your bodies were found lifeless at the Prancing Tabby Tavern.
What about
happened?
the Diablo?
So we were having a good night's rest at the Prancing Tabby fine establishment. Unfortunate what happened to it, but we were attacked by these disgusting creatures, gross and warped. You know, they were skin stretched over bone, and we gave it our all. We fought and we delivered some good blows, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough. We were knocked down. I died, but I lived. But we happen to be missing two of our party members. A young noble goblin and a big metal hunk of flame and leather, I guess.
So technically, he's alive, but like in a magical, you know.
I don't get how it works.
No, I don't know either.
But yeah, we were ambushed in the middle of the night. I couldn't tell you by who exactly.
The only bodies we found were the four of yours and a poor gnome woman who appears to be the owner of the establishment.
God rest her soul.
So no, yeah. So they're not. I saw Daka go down. The skinwalkers took him down before they killed me.
My best guess is they've taken the body to maybe turn one of them into, use their bodies as skin changers. God knows how they'll eat all now, but they might find a way.
There is one thing I know from our investigation of the crime scene, along with the collaboration of the Archmage, Immoral Tanlish, that whatever creatures you encounter were summoned here to the city through some sort of magical ritual. I myself am not proficient in the magical arts, but it is curious. Find the one who is allowing these creatures into our city, and we should be able to get rid of them upon his or her or their death. Or destruction of whatever portal might be opened.
Is there any way to track where they're opening these portals?
Not that I'm aware of, but we have many other things going on in the city right now. I cannot dedicate the full resources to the tracking of whatever might have been in or out of the tavern. There are people going missing on the lower levels. Yes, Emmeline.
Perhaps I could be that resource and keep track. I already sent in my request for studious leave. I'm waiting on that, but this is all very fascinating, and I believe there's a lot to be learned, and I'm very interested in learning.
He'll ponder for a second. Fine.
Thank you, Captain.
I recommend that if you want to get to the bottom of your own murders, perhaps return to the crime scene, see if you can pick up a trail there, and then proceed forward. I am entrusting Emmeline to you as an emissary or liaison between us Sun Keepers and you party of adventurers.
Makes sense.
And Emmeline, We cannot have any more fuck ups on your record.
Yes, sir. I'll send reports frequently.
Very well. He'll just wave his hand as if dismissing you from his office.
Emmeline's scurrying out of that room quickly, with quickness.
Ari kind of flicks her fan out, gives him a little wave with it, and walks out.
Diablo will kind of stand up, turn around, and give like a sly wave.
So, it's the middle of the night. What are y'all doing?
We don't need a long rest, right? We feel
You do
rested.
not need a long rest.
Well, we're certainly not going back to the tabby.
We're going back to the tabby. We have to investigate the murder, right? Oh, are we in the same district of the city? Like we'll be able to take the.
Yeah, they would have taken your city to a different. Your corpses to a different district in the city.
Yeah. Sorry, they were not this, but I cannot. I don't want to let the.
That wasn't me as Renatus, but
Sorry.
no, you're fine.
We will not let Marie's killers go unpunished. And they're right. And I think the sooner we begin investigating something like this, the better. Before the trail gets cold.
Yep, trail's still currently flaming hot. We can definitely catch up to them if we put our minds to it.
Mm-hmm. That we can. And then we will make them pay. And she can come. I mean, she's dressed the part. She looks pretty cool, right? I mean, they got that vulture mask and the cool hats. I mean,
And we are down 2.
well,
All
that
All the
just,
help we
Vultures?
get right now.
Emmeline was previously writing something in her book, and if anyone takes a moment to notice the book itself, you might notice that it's made of very crude, perhaps self-tanned leather.
mm-hmm. Does it have a face on it?
No.
No.
What was that about vultures?
Do you like photos? I mean, don't you have a big bird skull there?
Yes. My favorite.
That's not the reaction I was expecting from that comment. Okay. So, Pranting Tabby, we need to make our way there. See if we can find any evidence of Onar and Daka.
Yeah,
So we're not too far behind them.
I bet you if somebody dragged Ornar somewhere, you'd be able to see the skid marks, seeing as how heavy he was.
The skid marks.
That's what they are.
Oh my god,
Well,
is that gonna
that's where you
scratch his
should've
his perfect metallic buttocks so they're all scuffed up now?
Fight his shiny metal ass.
Metal
Anyway,
ass.
anyway.
Gotcha.
Sorry, that joke hasn't been made earlier.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised as well.
It probably was.
So unless anyone has anything to say, I guess we make our way back.
All right, so I need 1 bit from everybody, please. 1 copper.
1 bit at a time,
Chloe,
man.
you have 100 gold to start out, by the way.
Yes, but how much is a shave and a haircut?
2 bits.
Thank you.
Is that an anti-inspiration?
Y'all are rolling with disadvantage for the rest of the tonight. Just saying.
Damn it.
Like,
You know what? Worth it.
I think y'all means Quentin and I, but it's okay.
anyway.
Worth it.
Anyway, so you move along the city in the middle of the night to the Prancing Tabby, the tavern in which you all, except for Emmeline, met your demise. It's abandoned. The door is locked, but you are managed to give it a little bit of a shake and a shove, and it just opens up. It wasn't the nicest place in the world. It wasn't very secure. It was also open 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
24/7.
So it doesn't really have a lock.
But it just seems without the fire lit and the people being served and Marie's cheerful energy flowing about the place, it just is dark and damp. It's sad.
This place is dark and damp and sad.
Throughout Marie's cheerful tone around the place, it's not very nice.
Has anyone considered, we just give up this adventuring thing and just run an inn? I mean,
Be the perfect opportunity to do so.
I would still wish to find out more about my past before I do so.
I know, but say you're in the Alchemist Guild, you just become a
Tavern
professional become an alchemist, you know.
So you're saying forget my past and embrace my future?
Exactly. That's not a good idea. Let's do this.
I mean, it seems like some prime real estate just opened up.
Yeah, say it's the grim joke is Valerie makes her way upstairs.
What are you doing upstairs, Valerie?
Well, has it been cleaned up or is it still like
It hasn't been cleaned up.
horror?
There's like dried blood on the floor. There's a smell in the air of rot.
Okay. So she'll check all the rooms to see if there's any evidence of Daka and Ornar's gear. I'm assuming everything's just gone.
Correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and make an investigation check.
Sure, that'll be a thing. What I roll?
A 12.
A 12. So this is fine. This is
So
fine.
looking around, there are a number of places where there's blood dried and you can see where your bodies were before they were moved from the imprints in the floor. There's also a lot of footprints where the Sunkeepers seem to have stepped into the blood to move your bodies. They did take very good care of not disturbing the scene. So it's a little hard to discern what's what and from what you can see at the moment.
And they took Marie's body, so there's nothing there.
Correct.
So this is just a horror show. Are there any pieces of the creatures left?
So if you remember, whenever these creatures die, they dissolve into ash.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
It is.
Fram's gonna come upstairs. He's gonna look round to see if there's any arcane essence left from maybe like a teleportation spell or something, or like a ritual teleport spell or anything of the sort.
Are you using a detect magic?
No, I'm just looking.
Make an Arcana check, and make an investigation check as well.
Okay. An investigation. So 13 on the Arcana, 9 on the investigation.
You can't tell anything.
We're doing real good at this, guys. We're professionals.
Well, they're gone.
Yep.
I did want to check downstairs, see if there's scratch marks on the floor or anything.
You can also roll. How about everybody rolls an investigation check?
Good idea.
Everybody can roll an investigation check because you're all going to be looking around.
That sounds like a good idea.
16, not bad. I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take those.
Was it at disadvantage?
A 2 and a 17. Okay. So from the stairs, Renatus and Emlyn, you're looking around the area, and from the stairs that lead up to the second level where the fight happened, you notice that there are scratch marks where something was being dragged down. You follow these, an occasional mark here or there, or a drop of blood from what you can assume to be Daka, back into the storeroom of the inn.
Like storage.
The storage and behind the counter. Where
Okay.
you've never been before.
Renatus is once again going to try to conjure his weapon.
Emmeline is going to use a mage
appears.
hand cantrip to go ahead and just start looking through boxes, pushing them aside. So that hand will be doing that while she's also doing her own. Just exploring.
So in this room, there are a number of crates that appeared to be opened. Since you never were in the storeroom, and it was only Marie ever back here, they did not keep it well organized, or they didn't put stuff back after they were done opening it. They just got what they needed, left it in a mess. There are these large keg barrels that are pushed up against the wall. And Renato, as you're going about the room, you knock on one of the kegs, and it sounds hollow. Well, I mean,
Gonna
they're all
crack
hollow,
up.
but it sounds empty, I should say.
Yeah. Why would a tavern keep an empty keg in its storeroom?
And when I say large, like it is, like people can stand in it, and this is a massive
yeah.
wooden barrel.
Like one of those ones you find like in a winery?
Yeah.
Okay. Why would they? Well, I guess never mind. That explains itself. Because anyway, he'll attempt to open it.
It opens quite easily. You realize that it's hinged like a door. And instead of just a barrel that's empty with a bottom, it leads into the wall, and there's a tunnel.
Fascinating.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
He'll yell upstairs.
Sorry.
Valerie, Diablo, Crom, get down here. We
What,
found
did you
something.
find it, Till?
He'll yell, guys, get down
Guys,
here.
get down here.
Honestly, I actually believe that's how he yells.
Say
on-
like
On the way, because
Clint
Valerie,
Eastwood.
on the way,
down
Let me
here.
check to see if everyone heard.
where did Valerie keep the money? Or where did Marie keep the money?
Where did Marie keep the money?
Yeah.
Are you trying to rob
Yeah.
Marie?
She's dead. It's fine.
That makes it worse.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. See if you can find this money.
Another investigation check, which I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get.
Why not? Why
Listen,
wouldn't
I want the money. It's a 7.
you? A 7. You are not able to find the money.
Does anyone see where she keeps the money? No? Okay. She kind of looks around and she's like, she's a crafty one. How can I give her money to her next of kin? Anyways, Renatus, what was that you're talking about? She looks her way over.
There seems to be a secret doorway in this barrel.
You told me the Sunkeepers ain't find that.
The Sunkeepers aren't particularly thorough.
Considering how they treated the crime scene, I wouldn't hold them to it.
Yeah, I suspect they were more concerned about containing the dead and checking for necromantic influence than they were on the murder.
Yeah,
Everyone's
bunch of
adrenaline here.
sloppy some bitches. Let's go check out this secret barrel entrance.
Secret barrel.
Now, I must say, before we fell, I heard them say, let's take them to the architect. That could be who's down here. He seems maybe more powerful than the others.
Well, that's an interesting question because they were saying something as if they were going to take us somewhere. How did the Sunkeepers find us where we were killed?
Maybe they didn't get time after dragging Orna.
Well, I mean, it would take a long time to drag on.
Which means that we might still be able to catch him in the act. They could be headed back trying to recover us right now.
Hopefully so.
Okay.
Well,
Everyone
the
ready?
way it was described to you guys was there was a disturbance reported. Guards showed up and found only your 4 bodies. So you could deduce that they were made aware of the guards coming, took who they could.
It's hilarious that they took the heaviest member.
Well, they also took the lightest, so it kind
True.
of balanced out.
Yeah.
Looking down this like secret corridor, is it lit up or is it fully dark?
It is fully dark, so if you don't have dark vision, you cannot see.
Ah.
I'm gonna light a torch.
So now you can see. And the thing is that this tunnel is at first, as you're walking down, appears to be like carved into like the stone, like a man-made tunnel with a pickaxe, right? Like Shawshank Redemption style, except you can stand in it. But eventually you start to hear the sound of dripping and flowing water, and it turns into more like a cobble or laid stone, where you now find yourselves in sewers of the city.
We're having a really bad run right now. We did the mines, a crypt, and now a tomb. The Tsusua. Like, we're like just we're hitting like the 3 for 3 of places I did not want to visit this week.
I mean, we did also go to a fancy ball, a fancy mage guild, you know. We're just balancing out.
At the end, we went to the hot springs. It was all nice and cushy.
We're gonna have to go.
That is a good point. Thank you.
We have to go back to that place. I think I need it after this, but I assume danger comes, so let's stop faffing about.
Yep.
What?
Lovely. Lovely.
There are many flies that are buzzing around the air, and as you're rocking, Cram, you feel something skitter across your foot. You look down to see this rat about the size of your forearm just run across your foot.
You can't eat me, little fella. I'm all wood and steel.
I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, as it is quite smelly down here.
Is this for like a poison or anything?
No.
Okay.
But not
Since
going well.
since I technically don't have to breathe, is it going to affect me?
No.
Cool. Well, there's no technicality to it. I don't breathe.
Wait.
So
Why breathe?
So anyone who got below a 10,
There's that.
you feel very queasy and nauseous. And what is this gonna mean?
You die.
No. You're not poison. What's what I want to do here? I will say, no, you're just sick. We'll see if it gets worse. That's what we're gonna do. So the water that's flowing down in these sewers, as you're kind of on the raised sides of it, is full of all sorts of debris, trash that just is people carelessly throw into the drains and other parts of the city. And you know that this all flows down to the 8th level and Cog Bottom. The area is slick. It's hard to maintain your footing at times. Do you continue to head down?
yep.
Okay. So as you continue to make your way into the sewer, eventually there's no longer need for a torch, as this is lit for workers that tend to be in the area.
I'll put the torch
Can I get a
away.
marching order, please?
Emmeline
Emmy up.
is going to be in the back.
I'll go first if anyone else wants to.
And
Alright.
Valerie will stick to the middle, but can she use prestidigitation every once in a while to make a somewhat pleasant scent for herself? She's gonna like put her mask on and just like occasionally magic it to smell like flowers.
Okay.
Yeah, Diablo will stick second to front.
You can go ahead and roleplay amongst yourselves for a second.
So, Emmeline, as we're going into danger, we know what all of us are capable of. What are you capable of?
Oh, you know, the usual. I studied magic for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
magic.
Mhm.
So we
Like,
got
is it-
ourselves another bookworm.
Are you considering yourself like you went to school, but is it like an innate magical talent granted by some like, dragon god or like past ancestor, or
Unfortunately, not.
did you make a pact with the devil?
I'm not that lucky. No.
Okay. So
It's all hard
do
work.
Not in
You
this
said-
campaign, you're not.
no pact with a god. Or like devotion to a god. You didn't like, just understand the innate arcane nature of the world and express it through music, obviously, because you don't seem like the kind of like a dancer.
No.
Or a singer.
No.
So you're a wizard.
Yes, I suppose you could say, by some degree.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Okay. We had a wizard. Daka was a wizard.
Yes, you're like my
That's-
friend. I'm
That
sure you
was
two would get along.
the...
Yes.
Which one was that?
Oh no, he was a
Cleric.
It's hard to tell, honestly.
A
He didn't
priest.
really heal that
or-
much. So.
I see.
He wasn't the smartest, bless his.
He did share a lot of the message of his great god Dockery. So
Mm. I find religion to be a bit tedious.
I'm not personally a participant, but everybody has their things they follow and their bonds.
Death unites us all at the end of the day.
Apparently, not all of us.
I suppose I stand corrected.
did you actually stand very straight? Oh, sorry, corrected. You mean like right? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Spent
This corridor seems to be very long.
Wait, it's a sewer.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
all this shit has to go somewhere.
it's a real shit show.
Let's not piss on this scene.
You're really dampening my mood.
No. Rats to that.
You know, just for that.
There's
Just
an
for that.
encounter.
That's a point of inspiration to everybody, right?
I need everybody to roll a perception
Oh.
check, please.
Okay.
You got
Perception.
Is this like
Ooh,
a
that's great.
a fight that's coming because of too many puns? Was there like a bar that was raising?
You're about to find out.
We got a 14 for Valerie.
What is the
Valerie.
highest number?
Currently 14, but we only have 3 rolls. We're missing.
We're
Anybody get
missing
higher than a
Magnus.
14? Anybody get higher than a 14 on their perception check?
Oh, wait, one sec. I did.
Okay.
Please.
Emmeline, what about you?
Oh gosh.
was bad.
I got a 6.
All right.
Don't say Diablo.
Y'all, I have a visual up for you. Y'all can put your tokens down on this side.
This map brought to you by Nickelodeon.
What in the world is that token?
I'm not really sure what this is.
It's a default.
I had a token for you.
Yeah, you got to re-put it. I
Um,
may have overwritten her a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Gee.
We're working on
what
it.
the heck? What the heck? She's kind of a baddie, though. I can't even lie.
She looked like a wizard if she
Oh.
did math.
Baddie.
So she's a
Pose for
sorcerer.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Is
Thank
there
you.
more to this map, or it's like seems like such a
That
small?
is what you got.
Oh,
Renatus, you notice right before it's able to, there is a tentacle coming out of the water and wrapping around Valerie's leg.
I'm gonna attempt to. Well, okay, so
He's gonna
real
do
quick.
what he did last combat for
I-
3
no,
rounds and not
no.
tell anybody anything.
He'll call out for Valerie. He'll summon his echo right in front of her and have his echo like slash down on the tentacle.
All right, and because he noticed there's no surprise round for this creature, y'all can go ahead and roll initiative.
it really just did.
Oh my god.
Nice.
One.
Oh god damn it!
One. Oh,
That one on the board.
I think that's my worst initiative ever.
That's where I
I
want
didn't
it.
want to play the game anyway.
I like how my character's
playing the
full government
game.
name is there. That's awesome. That's
Your full government name.
yeah.
Hey, so is mine.
Just Renatus.
Yeah.
Love that.
all I got.
Oh, great initiative for me.
Wild.
Hey
Is it better than
Diablo, you get to go before me. We're gonna swap initiatives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can do
You
that.
want to switch with me?
Oh,
Oh no, do we have to like?
I
feed
can only
them?
switch one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feed
So
them.
I rolled an 11 there, so you'll have to. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
That is the first time I've actually been able to use that feature. And I'll probably get targeted forced because of it. Forced.
Oh, poor Daka. Not with us today. All right. Well, everybody, it is time for combat. Is everybody in the right order?
Yep.
Starting out strong with Emmeline up first. First session for her. First initiative.
Woo! Woo! Question: did it take any damage from the attack from the echo?
Go ahead and roll for. I mean, so I'll say that him going to be attacking it is what started initiative. Him shutting out, so he doesn't get
Okay.
attack this
Okay, that sounds good.
prior thing.
Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and use cantrip Mind Sliver on this disgusting creature.
I'm gonna use a legendary
Um,
resistance. Just kidding, it doesn't have that.
Oh my gosh. And then that's an intelligence 13 to save on that.
Intelligence saving throw. I got a 0.
Nice. Awesome. So you are going to go ahead and take just 3 damage, but you're also going to have, let me do some math here. You're going to have a debuff on your next attack, on your next roll.
Okay.
And it's going to be 1d4 from the next saving throw. If you do have to make one. That's what it is. So
Okay.
I'll roll that. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, so you only get 1 taken off of your next saving throw. GG.
All right, cool. Okay. Where exactly was that tentacle at? Okay, well, cool. Then I have no way of hitting it.
It's a little tentacruel.
No, don't say that. Game Freak will sue us. Well,
It's tentacruel.
Let's see.
I mean, it's only a 5-foot gap over the goop.
Yeah. 30. Okay.
We had all that practice with jumping rules at the end of last campaign.
Well, since he wasn't able to make his attack in time, he will command his echo to go across the way. Then I will bonus action teleport, swapping places between him and I. Boop. And now I'm gonna swing down on this thing. First things first. Casting Booming Blade, then attacking two-handed.
Isn't Booming Blade a bonus action?
Nope. It's as long as I hit with a melee attack.
Cool.
So now here's just hoping. 18.
What?
Anyway. Well, shit. That's all I can do. Oh no. Yeah, I wonder who and who. Yep. Wait, huh? He's here with us? Yeah. Great.
No. Oh my god. Yes, the braces that have get in.
21 hits.
No, that does not hit. Yeah,
No.
he's a hungry boy.
Yes. Man, yeah, that hits. 2 off.
Just remember what we learned on the last time you were grappled.
Well, good night, everyone. Ugh. Ooh, that's. That's. It's over half my health right there.
Was Diablo not grappled?
Yeah, go. Oh, pulled in. Okay. All right.
Perfect.
All right. Cool. All right.
He put himself in the Diablo range.
Am I able to grapple somebody who has grappled me?
I don't think there's anything in the rules for that, but it sounds like wrestling to me.
I feel like it sounds possible, but I don't know if there's a rule against
I mean, that just feels like you really aren't doing anything because you're like grappled. You're just kind of like, yeah, who's got who now, huh?
Oh,
It's like, no,
no,
he still
we'll
has
see.
you. He absolutely still has you.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh boy, it's like one of those cartoony like clouds of smoke comes up and like, and all of a sudden, Diablo's got it in a hold. Oh no. Is this a D&D first? Has anyone ever asked this?
No,
before?
it's actually come up a lot.
Oh.
I know grappling changed in 2024 to where you can grapple so long as you have a free limb.
Yes, you can.
All right. So I'm gonna need it to make a acrobatics check against my DC. Acrobatics. I get to choose now
He's a magic boy.
for the enemy. Four. Okay. Yeah, it fails.
Is it not against your strength?
Oh no, it changed. It's a DC it has to meet.
Okay.
So yeah, also at the same time that's a 16 to hit, which misses, right? Okay. So Diablo goes and takes his hand and he swings around and just grabs this thing by one of its gross tentacles and grapples it. And then he is going to take his left hand, and you'll see a flare of mojo go over it, and he will use flurry of blows. As he will now attack with advantage against this thing. That's a 17, which misses, right? And another 17. Worth a shot. But yeah, that'll be his turn.
Okay. So, a fundamental question for Valius who observes this: does this creature seem intelligent at all? Like even marginally intelligent? I don't want to spend time studying it.
There is.
No, I'm not going to waste my time. Gonna cast Hideous Laughter on it. We'll find out the hard way. Yeah, give me one sec. Right, actual dice. No, I'll just do it this way. Secret tunnel. -3. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a. What is the spell type? Sorry, new spell, new problems. Hello, can open for me? Sorry, it's being wonky. Wisdom saving throw. So. -3. My spell DC is 16 currently, so he fails. If his intelligence is below 4, it has no effect, though. Okay, so he is currently target minus. He falls prone, which he's technically being grappled right now. He's incapacitated and able to stand up for the duration. So at any of each turn, it gets to make the saving throw, or when it takes damage, it gets to make the saving throw. And it has advantage if it takes damage to get out of it, but it currently drops prone in Diablo's grasp. Does that work? Does that work, Jeremiah?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
somebody can go prone while they're grappled. I just don't know how this thing is when it's prone.
Yeah. And so she's cast this spell. She flicks her war fan out and does like a quick twirling dance and pointing it at Diablo, giving him bardic inspiration. Yeah. That's you know what? And Valerie is gonna go here.
Okay, the room's gonna sound like a ticking clock because I'm gonna do my innate sorcery to increase my spell saves by 1 for the next minute. And then I'm going to use awesome epic spell, Tasha's Mind Whip. That is an intelligence save of 17 now, pretty please. Okay, awesome sauce. So it's going to take 3d6 psychic damage. D6, 3. That's 8. Whoa. Whoa, shiver me timbers. And then on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or its bonus action. It only gets 1.
Get it because he's made of wood.
And then I'm not going to have Valerie stand behind me, so I'm going to run away. Is this group like a difficult terrain or anything? Okay, so 10, 20. Okay, so I've got just enough movement to get there then, and I'm going to stand here. Oh, wait, did I... Fuck up. Oh, wait, I just kind of ignored what everyone else was doing and just did my own thing. Yeah, no, true. My fault, Gee, sorry.
It's still prone.
I'll end my turn.
Yeah, so we're just going for damage? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Well, it's currently prone, so ranged spell attacks are at disadvantage.
This is very, very interesting. Screw it. We're gonna try anyway. Evelyn is going to power up this green energy and send it towards this creature with the spell Ray of Sickness.
You're gonna hear ticking in your mind as I'm gonna use Restore Balance to make that not a disadvantage.
Ooh. That's 18 to hit. Damn.
I should have inspired you. Sorry.
That's all right. That's a GG. That's all. I'm just gonna move a little bit.
Well, I inspired Diablo. I can't do 2 people at once. I'm sorry.
Shucks. Yep.
All right, y'all ready for this one?
Oh.
No. All right, let's see here. Okay, cool. It's within range still. All right. Mentally, I'm telling my echo to like come up right next to me right here. Okay. Ready? Bonus action. Swapping places. Again. leaving me no longer grappled. And it is also not grappled because it is immune to all conditions. So now, I will once again, oh dear, once again I will try Booming Blade. Please clap. Let's just do the thing. 22, let's go. Finally. Hell yeah. All right. Then for that, that's going to be 6 points of magical slashing damage. And then my Echo will also attack. Oh, right. 18. Damn it. Okay.
And not
Well.
advantage because it's prone.
Is it prone?
It is prone.
Ah,
It is very prone.
that's still an 18.
Yeah, it's prone and grappled.
Oh shit, you're right. Double advantage. Double secret advantage. All right, well, it still misses. Okay. That's my turn.
It
If
cannot.
it uses its movement, it can't do an action or a bonus action. It only gets one.
Yeah,
Because of Mind Sliver.
it's
Well,
grappled.
no, as in on Mind Sliver, it gets an action, a movement, or a bonus action. Because it failed
And-
Mind Sliver.
And as Jeremiah was saying, it's grappled, so it has
It-
0 movement.
Yeah, if it wanted to stand up, it would need to use its action to try to escape Diablo's
Yeah.
grapple first.
Edit. Edit can't do movement after.
Yeah, that hits. This thing just loves hugging me.
Yeah? Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
It's
I'm
real
already
action.
here.
Fair enough.
And this was all because of a pun. Let's remember that.
Oh.
You know I want to say it, but I don't have it.
Ah,
And I could
almost like he planned for this.
I actually intentionally didn't take it this time. I know, but I wasn't planning on using it. That's all.
My bad.
Fair trade.
Diablo's going to use his reaction and a point of mojo for deflect attacks. So that is a 1d10 plus dex plus monk level. Okay, so 1d10 plus 5. So that's a 7 plus 5. So that's what? 12? Reduced by 12 damage? So it's 36, you said? Minus 12. Cool. All right. That he is. A con save. Yes. One moment, please. All right. Map's all wonky for me. Yep, there we go. Con save. That is 16. Cool. Yes. Sir. Okay, so I'm gonna need it to make another acrobatics check against my grapple DC. Okay, so it fails, and now in this horrible just mess of tentacles and grappled people, Diablo grabs something right and pins it, and it is now restrained. Yeah, so Diablo will then use his bonus action once more, apply some mojo on it, and do flurry of blows. That's a 24 to hit for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And then another 24 to hit, another 24 to hit, yeah. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Five. And that will be his turn, it seems.
All right. So Valerie, point blank here, is going to hit it with her fan, which I'm assuming is at advantage because of the restraint condition. Yeah. Cool.
The restraint
So I'm gonna hit it with that, and gonna proc psychic blades. Sorry, Mike. 20's being super slow. 12 does not hit.
12 does not hit, no.
No. Even at advantage, I can't get it off. So both Diablo and it rolled twice there. I can't do it a second time. I also didn't hit that button. So who's more hurt, Diablo or Renatus? I can't tell by the health interface right now.
I don't know if Diablo's taken any damage.
I think he got. Did he get bit, or I was under the impression he got bit. Anyways, I'll just throw
both
a heal.
Renatus and Diablo have been bit. Diablo
okay.
took more damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Sorry.
There we go.
So Diablo is more hurt currently.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. Sorry, my roll 20 just crashed, so I'm gonna do a healing word. It's what is it? Is it 2d8 right now?
2d4.
Is it 2d4? I thought they doubled it with. I forget. I think it's 2d4 for
Healing word 2d4, then plus your spell casting modifier.
Yeah, so I just had to refresh. 2d4 plus 10 at this point. So okay. We'll just do a basic then. No, let's make it second. On Diablo. Sorry, Renatus. It's fine. So that is 16 healing to Diablo.
Appreciate it.
So there's nothing she can do to move out of this. She got her fan prop. She did her attack. Yeah, so that's turn.
All right, it is now Cram's turn. Emmeline's on deck.
Okay, so I have a quick question about transmutate spell. If you do it on a concentration spell, does it change for the whole entire like 10 minutes of the timer, or does it just do it for the one attack and then convert back? If that makes sense, because I would like to cast.
It doesn't. Tell me what you're trying to do.
So I would like to cast Flame Blade, but then transmutate it to Acid. So I'm just asking, would it stay as an Acid Blade, or would it just change back to Flame Blade after I do the one attack?
I would say it would stay
Mhm.
acid the whole time.
Awesome. I'm going to do that then. So I'm going to use Transmutate spell, which is Transmutate spell. When you cast a spell, 1 sorcery point. That is no action apparently. So my bonus action is then to cast the spell Flame Blade. So this like flame. So Cram pulls off a little twig from his staff. It ignites, and then he like dips it into the sewer, and it turns into this green acid blade. And then I'm gonna attack with advantage, but I'm restrained, so disadvantage. So just regular attack.
Are you restrained or grappled?
I'm grappled.
He's grappled, not restrained.
So I think you get advantage.
Disadvantage because grapple does not affect your attacks, just your movement speed.
Yeah, so you're still at advantage because it's a melee attack.
Well, it's a 16 anyway,
Yeah.
16 does not hit.
and that's all.
All right, it is now Emmeline's turn. Renatus is on deck.
Mhm. Evelyn's just going to grab the tentacle that is currently grabbing her and use Chill Touch on it. That's an 18.
That will miss.
Damn, bummer. That'll be my turn. Just some wiggling.
All right, it is now Renatus' turn, and then I am on deck.
Dice are not on our side today.
No, they are not. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna attempt something here. I'm going to bonus action dismiss my echo, and then I'm gonna try to get out of this this grapple by myself.
Okay.
All right. So what is that?
The grapple is the DC to escape this grapple is 15.
Okay. I meant which check?
It's up to you. You choose acrobatics or
Oh,
athletics.
okay.
Yeah, you're not Diablo.
Yeah,
Right,
right.
it's not Diablo.
All right. I'll do acrobatics.
Okay.
Second, where is that? Where's that other thing at too? Okay. Okay. It's an 8, but I'm going to attempt to expend a second wind slot to add 1d10 to that.
Second wind is to heal your HP. It's not.
Yes, but tactical mind. It's a fighter thing. It's a new thing. Here, I'll put it in there. There you go. Rather than regaining hit points, you roll 1d10 and add the number rolled to the ability check, potentially turning it into a
Fighters
success.
get a free inspiration.
But well, it's not free. They have to use the second wind.
It's more
Yeah.
like a free
But here's the
bardic
thing.
inspiration,
Here's the
yeah.
thing. Even if it fails, I don't lose the
Correct.
second wind. So yeah. Where
That's crazy. It is
I know,
literally it is literally a free inspiration.
I
that you
love it.
keep If you wow, that's
10?
balanced.
I
That's
think it probably
That's an
gets
11.
rid of Indomitable.
it did nothing. Okay. It didn't matter. Anyway, it was worth a shot.
yeah. He gets a second win and he farts.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. So everybody is already pulled into it at the moment. It is restrained, so its attacks are with disadvantage. It is
Mhm.
going to make its bite attack with disadvantage against Valerie.
Great.
Valerie
Just got
with
this-
disadvantage, that is a 12.
That misses.
So as it goes to bite, Diablo pulls it back from being able to reach you within its grapple. And that is its whole turn. It is now Diablo's turn with Valerie on deck.
We got mechanics on our side now, guys.
All right. Diablo, action, good old fashioned martial arts strike. Which is a 18, misses, unfortunately.
Correct.
And
It's AC yet?
No,
it's
you-
under 24.
Higher than an
Above-
18.
It's higher
Yeah.
than 18, under 24.
Yeah. I hit it with a 22, so.
Wait,
It's under
actually,
22.
I add my bardic inspiration to that, which is a what?
Oh!
That's a D6.
It's a d6. That's +3, so that's a
Hits.
nice 21. Cool. So that
Is
is
a 21 hit?
21 does it.
Yeah. 9
Hey.
points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, we're shrinking the gap.
How much?
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Punching
Alright.
some teeth out.
And bonus action, no flurry of blows, just a good old fashioned unarmed strike once more. Which is a 13, which misses, so
Correct.
yeah. We can't win them all.
Or I can't win almost any of them, technically.
Yeah, and that'll be his turn.
You were rolling those
Valerie's
at
turn,
advantage,
Cram's on
too?
deck. Emmeline's in the hole.
All right,
Valerie,
so
I
we're
need
gonna
a
go.
con save from you, please.
Sure, that sounds like fun. So my person, it's a 7.
7, that will fail. You are now considered diseased from the water that you find yourself in. We're gonna start out with
You're
this. Every
mean.
24 hours, you get to make the con save. But your HP is gonna be temporarily reduced by 2 at this moment in time.
Oof.
Kyle, if you're watching, we're missing diseased. My
Well,
HP
put
is
it in
reduced.
ticket.
It's
Yeah, let's
actually
put in
just
a tick.
missing for you. We just figured since you're a bard, you're always carrying.
Okay, so she's now diseased. So it's just like a reduction on my hit points, right? That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Little green swirlies around you all the time now.
As you have the sewer fever.
So I'm gonna hit it again. 22 hits.
22 does hit. That is correct.
So that's 5 basic damage, and then I'm gonna use my psychic blades.
Uh-huh.
If they want to roll, it's 2d6. Why are you not rolling?
You roll.
Just checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage. I got this roll normally, so that's a 1 and a 5, so that's 6 psychic damage. So total of 11.
All right. It's looking bloodied.
It's
Woo,
looking
woo.
bloodied. Good. Excellent. And as a bonus action, I'm going to inspire Renatus.
It makes you feel better, Gee. You inspire me every day.
Yeah. Is it there? Yes, yeah, that's my turn. I can't move. I did all my stuff. You get a d6 for when you fail a d20 check.
All right. It is now Emmeline's turn. Well, it's our Cram's turn with Emmeline on deck.
We're gonna good old.
Oh, I need a con save
Bonus
from you, please, there, Cram.
Is this for disease?
Yeah.
I'm immune, so I'm alright.
Okay. Just wait till you get a saving throw against termites.
Yeah. Oh, my worst nightmare. Anyway, we're gonna do a bonus action healy word on Renatus for 8 lovely hit points, and then
Better than nothing. I appreciate it.
main action I'm gonna swing with the blade of acid for advantage. A 21.
21 hits.
So this is going to be acid damage. I have elemental adapt acid, so that 1 is a 2, so it's 15 points of acid damage.
Nice. All right,
And then that is all.
Emmeline, it is your turn.
Sweet. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just gonna go ahead and point menacingly and cast Toll the Dead.
Toll the
How's he
dead.
dead?
Menacingly.
I need to make
Yeah.
a wisdom save against that, correct?
Yes, wisdom 13, I believe.
And there's a huge gong.
I fail. How much?
6 damage.
So, Emmeline, how do you want to do this?
Ah! I want it to fucking pop.
Okay. So, also, can you make a con save for me, please?
All of us need a con save into me.
Renatus doesn't need a con save. Well, you're all in the water except for Renatus.
Can I get more diseased?
No, I just need a con. So anyway, as this bell rings out for the death of this creature, its eye begins to swell and grow red and purple as its eye just bursts out from its head, and the blood comes out from its brain hemorrhaging. And it slowly slumps down into the water, and you're all now waist deep in the sewer water. And we'll be right back after our mid-session break, everybody. So if you're just now joining us,
Well, we're in a bit of a sticky situation right now. Can you believe that people who might be listening to us, say, I hope you're joining us on all of the podcast networks, listening to our beautiful voices every single week when we release these. But did you know we also do this on Twitch every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Central on Lich Souls? And we do lots of other fun things too, not just Dungeons and Dragons. Like we did Supermarket together yesterday on our community game night. And we also re-release. I don't know why I keep doing that voice again. We also re-release our live play on Mondays, and so we would love to see us join you in the chat, so you can see our much lovelier some faces than mine, to go with our lovely voices. You should see our dungeon master. He's swole.
anyway, so everybody, we will be back here momentarily, and you can join our Discord in the meantime. Also, don't forget that tonight's stream is brought to you by AFK Journey. Use the command !AFK Journey in our chat to download the game. It has to be downloaded on your PC, and you have to be a brand new player in order to count towards the sponsorship. And you can play it completely for free as you level up your residents. You meet a variety of goals that help our stream. All of that is free if you feel like you're able to. You can also buy the Premium Gazette, and I believe it's 550 Dragon Crystals for premium goals. So if you want more information on what the exact goals are, you can go to our Discord, check out the announcements channel. It was a recent announcement. And like I said, the majority of the gameplay and the goals that we have are free. And you don't have to actually actively play the game to progress. You earn supplies passively throughout the game as you're away, and you can use that to level up your heroes. Really fun game. If you want to join a guild on that game, we did start a guild, and we'll see you all back here momentarily. BRB. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to disable your ad blocker or VPN if you have them when you download the game. Okay, back here momentarily. BRB. Bye. And welcome back
everyone.
Everyone.
Welcome back, everyone.
So, the party is currently staying within the sewers of Ilmira, the city where they are currently residing. And they just killed this tentacle monster that has been living in the sewers that they actually have seen before. It showed up briefly as they're walking through the cog bottom.
Oh, so we avoided this fight earlier. It came back
Oh, you
at
didn't
us.
avoid the fight. It just was chilling. But now you're in its
Never
territory.
Ah, okay.
So here you are in waist deep sewage.
Getting over
Everyone
that.
except for Renatus. What are y'all doing?
Getting back
I
on
would
the
like
ride
to
again.
exit
Yeah.
the sewage.
Yeah. Quick run of prestidigitation to clean everybody off. Doesn't feel well.
While we're here, I'm going to use 2 of my sorcery points to get back a second level spell slot. Well, I don't think that was the architect. There probably is more if we push on.
Yes, that was not. Wow, we're kind of magnets for problems, huh? We should probably be more careful as we proceed through the sewers.
Is everybody okay, or does anyone need a... I can do, like, one quick little heal if anyone desperately needs it, but...
Probably be good for Renatus. We're not going to be able to rest in here. And he looks pretty banged up.
Wouldn't
Okay,
anyone like to make a survival check to see if you can pick up the tracks of your allies, where they were dragged off to?
All right, I'll do it.
All right.
He did a thing.
Did the thing, and then I can use the other thing if the first thing doesn't go as well as I want it to.
But then you can't do a
It
thing.
did not go well at all. You know what? I'm not even going to bother wasting it. There's no point. Unless a 12 was going to get me anything.
That was a natural one.
That's a nat
I
one.
was going to let you do it with advantage
Oh, okay. I appreciate
because
that.
there's multiple of you. But you only have a +1. Why are you the one doing this? Does
I don't
anyone have
know.
more
No one
higher
else
than a
stepped up.
+1 in survival?
I don't.
I don't. I have a +1.
Or now was a survival?
Okay, so that's going to be... That'll be an 11.
So, did you roll the advantage?
You have to roll with advantage.
It did roll with advantage. It's
No,
a
it didn't.
D10.
No,
I
it's
rolled
a
two
D20.
D10.
Buddy, the skill check with
Oh.
advantage, not your.
My bad.
yours.
Yeah.
When have you
I'm
ever
dumb.
rolled a D10
Listen.
with advantage?
Listen. How
That's
cool.
a
7.
So,
So
that's,
that's,
a 16.
six-
Oh, hey, it's 16. Oh, that means a waste of fucking thing. Damn it.
You
Oh, well.
succeed.
Yay.
You did a thing.
But at what cost? At what cost?
Second win.
Second win. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, it's worth it.
All you have to do is take another short rest and you get it back, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Short rest. Yeah. Anyway,
You
what do I find?
managed to find that there are more scuff marks along the walkway that you have been heading.
They're like butt shaped still. Sorry, I gotta stop saying butt. I broke.
Focus.
Renatus, you found something.
It appears the trail hasn't gone quite cold yet.
I can kind of see that. I don't think scuff marks get cold. I think they just fade over time.
It's a figure of speech. I'm trying to be more. What's the word? Socially inept.
Socially adept. Okay. Well, you see, you've gone from a 2 to probably a 5, so it's a good improvement.
Out of what?
Out of 100, but that's okay. That's okay.
Progress.
It's out of 10. Actually, it's out of
Progress is
20.
progress. Let's move on.
Okay.
I'm going to fire off a first level healing word at Renatus. For 11.
Does he take gun
That's a good roll.
Yeah,
That's a good roll.
that's almost as good as my second level.
Hey, that almost brought me back up. All the way.
No way.
I'm just lucky as hell.
All right. Following the trail of the scuff marks from where they were dragging Ornar's body and the trails of blood that came
Ornar.
from what?
Huh?
Is it Ornar? All right. Anyway,
Arnar!
from Daka as well.
Daka.
Eventually, you come to a lift of some sort within the sewer itself. The sewer does traverse multiple levels. There are multiple like areas where the sewer kind of falls down. What would be I guess a sewer fall would be the best way to put it. Majestic,
most
yeah,
entertaining.
stinky. It's stinky. But it does appear that they use the lift to go down to the lower levels.
Does it cost a bit?
No, it doesn't. This is a utility
Free-
elevator.
There's a coin slot.
Great.
Free transportation.
It actually costs a full oral. Okay. Diablo, do you want to slide down this one dramatically like you did the other one? Or we're gonna just take it down like normal?
I think we ought to keep ourselves cleaner.
You know, I could just imagine, I was just thinking in my head of a powerful warrior who thought it was a good idea to jump through a waterfall. I don't know why that came to mind all of a sudden.
Okay.
I mean, jumping through a waterfall sounds pretty cool.
Thank
Just,
you.
an actual one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, but I say the problem at the bottom of the waterfall is there's always something down there. Usually death.
Or a cool landing.
Let's say if you're cool enough, you would fall and get hurt badly. So I suppose that would work. And I say, I feel like we're making too much fun of this
The
individual.
lift looks
made up a-
rather rusty. As you step onto it, it creaks and moans with the stress that y'all put onto it.
Interesting.
The coin slot is actually, the lift is actually an automaton, and the coin slot is its asshole. Just kidding.
Oh, it's Orner's cousin. It's his cousin. It has the missing asshole for his
yes,
butt.
sir.
Yeah. Does it say yes? Definitely when you put the slot in,
Anyway.
the coin in the slot.
All that I just said is redacted.
Daddy.
It does.
Yeah.
It is rusted. It is
Demonetized.
old. Do y'all pull the lever?
Yes.
Let's check to see if it's functional first.
Make an intelligence check.
Don't worry about all that.
Intelligence, sure, I can do that.
Full send.
I'm sure it's fine. It looks like it's fine. Valerie knows nothing about
no.
mechanics.
Maybe
It was a 7.
maybe we should ask the one, whose whole
She pulls the lever.
or not.
Okay.
Say maybe this would be Crom's expertise because it kind of works the same way he does.
Are you assuming that he's the same as this lift?
I mean, if the lift had a soul, would it not just be the same?
Maybe we should ask the dead what you look like.
But I didn't say all not,
Well, they're
Olnav's made of metal.
Maybe
Crom
so.
is made of what are you
Woods,
made of? Wood and
wood, copper.
yeah, wood and copper, right? He's
Steel.
classy. This is this is industrial.
I'm fancy.
Yes.
so this one actually has a job. What of it?
He has a job. He's
I'm sorry.
he's a
had
professional
a job,
alchemist now.
maybe.
No, you're literally a member of a professional guild. You have a job.
They don't pay me though. I have to pay them. What kind of job is that?
Yeah, you have the
An
right
internship?
to make things and sell them.
So the lift is not done by the 4 tracks with the gears that turn along the sides. It's 4 chains, one in each corner. As it begins to go down, the chains start to unravel. And there's this loud clinking sound as the chains come out from the whatever they're wrapped up, the chain spool at the top. As it becomes loose, and as the lift lowers, you go about down 1 level, and then there's a groaning sound, and 2 chains on one side suddenly drop dramatically lower than the other one does. The other 2 do, and now you're at an angle. I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody, please.
I don't like that.
No.
Oh, but a natural 20.
What
so
is
I think that's
happening? What is happening?
Dex.
Dice man.
7 from Valerie, a 9
Oh.
from Emmeline, an 8 from Renatus.
Am I the only one not falling down the pit?
And what about Diablo? What did Diablo get?
He rolled a 10.
Make that a 13.
Why are... Oh, every roll you're getting is
Oh,
whisper,
it's a
by the way.
whisper. Yeah.
That's why I'm not
Can
seeing it
you-
on the stream. I'm like, what is going on here?
Quentin, you used your thing
I know.
already.
All right,
Okay.
so
I can use it twice.
only. Wait, what? Okay, so Valerie and Emmeline, you lose your
See if
phone.
I
You
can-
slide to the end of the platform. You grab onto it for just a second. I need you to make a strength saving throw now. You need 2 chances to save yourself from here. But these are the 2 least
Honestly-
strong people in the whole party doing this. So.
Don't worry, Valerie.
14.
Don't worry, Valerie.
That was a +0, by the way.
Oh, I'm so fucked.
We were so fucked.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
So Valerie manages to grab on. Emmeline slides down to the side here.
Reaction.
What's your reaction?
Feather falling.
Feather falling.
Yes, please.
So as she slides and there's the grime and slime on this platform, she loses her grip. She manages to fall, but she quickly takes out a feather, waves it through the air, and begins to slowly glide down. The rest of the chains catch up to the platform, and soon enough,
You can
about the
think
same
about
falling pace, you all make your way to the 8th level.
Does the platform catch up to the feather fall?
Oh, fine. Right before the end, it comes to an equilibrium. She doesn't get smashed onto the platform, but she's like dusting herself off when she gets there. Imagine, I'm alive. Oh god.
So, Chloe, welcome back. Your character got crushed by a lift.
Stellar start.
Yeah.
Her
You're stuck
artwork
in
isn't
jail.
done yet. It's fine. She dies.
You're stuck in an Until Dawn cutscene, and you just failed your
QTE.
your QTE. Yeah.
So, down on the lower level, the sewer is a lot more dilapidated. It is older. There's a lot more filth down here. There's a lot more steam and other like heavier, dense liquids that have flown down. It's mixed with oil now and all that. But it does seem to flow in one direction where there are opposite of where the tracks lead that you can imagine is where the water gets purified by the water elementals that they have summoned to do the cleaning in the city. And as you continue to follow the tracks, it leads to a grate that seems to be broken and bent out of place that leads into the main streets of Cogbottom. At this point, the sun is beginning to cast its rays down upon the very far out stretches that are on the crater of Mersh. So it's very early morning at this point. You've been in the sewers for the majority of the early hours of the morning.
The tracks still obviously keep going this way.
So the tracks led to this exit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Cogbottom. What are the chances we find ourselves here again?
I mean, seems like the most inconspicuous place.
Well, I don't know if... Let's take a look to see where they went, but... I mean... Is this the level where we... This is the level where we did the mine trek as well, right?
It's below this level, but this is the lowest like city level. The mines are right below here.
So we have a couple potential options for here. If we look for clues, they might have been brought to that temple. Or were they claimed by the Watchers?
I'm betting on the temple.
It seems strange that Mary would have a secret entrance into her tavern. Maybe they just capitalized off it, but Are we close to where we found the watchers, or closer to where we would have entered into the mines under the direction of the Sunkeepers?
Repeat that question.
Are we close to where the watchers we met with the watchers, or are we closer to where we entered into the mines?
Make
for
a
our
survival
12?
check. As you're trying to gain your bearings in this level to say that you're unfamiliar with.
Yeah. So this will go well. 19. Okay.
19. You're relatively close to where the Watcher Sanctum, where they the shelter that they have for the poor and the homeless.
What do you think, Diablo? Ludantis? Crumb?
I mean,
Well, we're close to the Watchers. I mean, it wouldn't be that difficult to take them and to go there and check to see if they were left.
I don't know if it makes sense that they be over there, but I'm sure they might know something if we're close by.
Well, I'll put what I insinuated there. I don't think the Watchers are what they appear.
Maybe not.
We should quickly clean up and at least give it a try. Then, I mean, we'll have to see if we can get entrance for the Sunkeepers if we're planning on going back down into the mines again.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Well, then we also barely survived our last encounter, right?
Mm.
Eliminate all possibilities. Don't let me make the decision for you.
Good morrow. It is odd that I run into you again this so early. Step before wearing a white robe is Illyrian. He's currently holding a basket that seems to be filled with bread, vegetables, other things, medicine. I was just out making some daily rounds. It's odd to see you here.
It is odd to see you. We were just thinking of you, actually.
Oh, what a coincidence. It must be by the gods' path that they have carved out for me. Why could I be on your minds? Is there something troubling you? And he kind of looks past your shoulders at the sewer grate, the tunnel with the bars that you came out of. And were you just in? I don't mean to assume, but were you just in the sewers? That can't be safe.
Well, we were following a trail and it led here.
Well, I was also on my way back to the sanctuary. Would you like to join me?
That would be lovely. I think we'd all be interested. Mind our new companion. She's not as scary as she might first look.
Very well. I'm sorry, my dear. I don't believe that we have met. I am Illyrion.
Illyrion? I am Evelyn.
It's very nice to meet you.
Likewise.
So, and he's gonna start walking next to all of you in the way of the sanctuary.
You haven't happened to see... do you remember the big metal man that we were with?
Arnar?
Arnar, yeah.
No, I haven't seen him. I noticed that he and Daka are not with you.
Yes, they may have wandered off in the night. Potentially upright or potentially horizontal, as one might say.
I'm sorry, I do not get your analogy.
You know,
Am I missing some sort of sexual pass?
no, they might be alive or dead.
I see, that is troubling indeed, if that is the condition that you think they're in. Perhaps when we get the sanctuary, we can see if any of the watchers have seen anything.
And I think they stand out in a crowd, huh?
And I look at his skin to see if there's any signs of death or like diseases while we're walking.
Go ahead and roll medicine.
A medicine, okie dokie. A 16.
16.
What type?
So as you're like looking around, you know, his robe and stuff, he notices that there are some sores along the side of his neck. Like they're kind of like yellowish in a way. Might be burns of some sort, or some sort of ulcer. Can't quite tell.
But not similar to what like what the skin changes might have on them. Or maybe. Don't like that. How do I?
Is he
Okay.
still wearing the amulet he was wearing before that was giving off the magical aura?
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. I feel like that amulet is the most exquisite thing you wear, that simple white robe, but you wear something such value. Do you not fear?
This amulet is something that was given to me by my god.
Oh, really? Recently? Or did your god give you a gentle reminder of its location? The gods aren't very active anymore.
They are when they can be. In fact, I believe that in some way or another they have brought me and you together.
Interesting.
Sorry,
No, it's
you found that
magical.
unbelievable. I'm
I
aware.
mean, it's... Okay.
As he's walking by, many people, like the denizens of the street and everything, are like acknowledging him, like nodding their heads. A woman gives him a flower that she seemed to have tended to in this place of poverty and hunger. A little bit of color to the dankness of the environment that you currently find yourselves in. Because remember, the waterways are literally sewer lines that run into the purification part of the city. Sheet metal makes the bridges, the buildings. It's very shanty town as a city.
It's a slum. It's like a fallout city.
Yeah. And eventually you make your way to the the Watcher. The Watcher Sanctum. And which you, as you're walking in, many of the people are coming up and like just like putting their hand out and like touching his sleeve, thanking him for everything he does. And you go back into the what they have is like a shrine or a chapel where he gives a basket to one of the Watchers. Now, I apologize if I misunderstood, Valerie, but it seems that you might have a question for me.
Yeah. I was just curious because the last time that we misplaced something, we found it here. So we're just wondering if there was the possibility that one of your followers might have recovered them before the Sun Keepers were able to.
I do not know why any of my children would go all the way up to that level and bring down two lifeless bodies or lively bodies through the sewer in here before
Well,
the
I mean,
authorities could tend to the issue.
Yeah, your followers seem to be everywhere. I mean, we were just the other day observed two of them being ejected from an upper level. I understand they're just trying to do good, but there's always those who like to take advantage of those who
Of course.
mean well.
He sits down, he lights a candle at one of the altars, and he kneels. He's like, do you know what I did before this?
I couldn't guess.
I was a merchant. I made a lot of my wealth in the magical arts. I manufactured scrolls and potions. Infiltration, actually. I grew rather wealthy. Extravagant celebrations with people all around me. Drinks flowed. Substances were passed around. And every morning I'd awake in a stupor. And I guess things changed for me when almost 6 decades ago I awoke and none of my drafts worked. I couldn't conjure, and I was faced with, can't you believe it, the after effects of my celebrations the night before. And I looked around at all of my companions. I had not woken up yet, and felt I was called for something better. So I sold everything, and I moved to the city, and I tried to do the good that I can that I didn't in my youth. I am almost 700 years old.
So, 50 years after 750, and you changed suddenly. Was that the loss of your magic that changed your perspective?
I would say that the loss of my magic drew back the curtain that I needed to see clearly out the window.
Have you ever tried to reach into that arcane ability again? It's possible.
During the Tears of Tumes, I tried. I came across a rather powerful entity, and for the offense of approaching it, I got this. At this point, he'll take the amulet off, and you watch as the skin, those blemishes that you saw, very small traces at the point, now spread among the skin. These ulcers that ooze with some sort of like greenish blue substance over each other. This horrible, it looks like a disease or a curse, but just these open wounds that are constantly like bleeding and blistered and pus filled. Since the magic has been back, I tried to see every healer I could. Restorative spells, healing spells. Nothing seemed to work. But my God, in their mercy, provided me with this so I could live some sort of normalcy.
At least appearing to be normal. Are you contagious?
No.
You said you were the first to wake of your friends. Did your friends ever rise again?
No.
Are you sure you did?
To my knowledge, yes. I'm quite alive.
Well, so are we currently.
I will
You,
ask around and see if anybody has seen anything regarding your allies. I'll try my best.
gonna ask the question out of character. Do we feel like we will leave him?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
That's 14.
14. He seems to be telling you the truth. He has this moment of vulnerability. He's a man who's trying to do best from a life that was once not so good, and he was cursed for what he used to do, and now he's trying to become better.
Okay. Valerie kind of looks at Emmeline, going, Emmeline, you
Yes.
did a check on us earlier to check for some kind of magical traces. Could you just do us a favor and just check on him quickly? She's a medical professional. She may not be able to cure you, but she may be able to determine if your curse might have some magical essence to it, that there's something going on that we're curious about. Basically suggesting Emmeline check for...
Check for.
Basically, she checked them for necromantic energy earlier.
Okay, yeah. So I'm pretty sure that is. I'm trying to remember the spell because it's not on my sheet anymore, even though it used to be.
We'll figure it out.
I'm looking for detect
Is that
magic.
detect? Yeah, either that or detect good or evil. I can't remember which one it is.
So if you're trying to figure out if there's a spell, an aura about him, and what school of magic it belongs to, that would be shown by detect magic. I think you're thinking of protection from evil and good. I don't think detect evil and good is necessarily a
Okay.
spell. Am I
Yeah, you're
correct,
probably
guys?
right. You think you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do detect magic, pretty please.
Yeah, you can ritual cast it, but I don't think it's going to stand there for 10 minutes.
So,
Actually, he will.
Let me get something here.
Whole person.
Yeah, if he takes the amulet off again, just because
So
I
there
could
is
have
a
done that as
magical
well.
aura about him. The aura is coming from the amulet, like last time.
Yeah.
It is. Sorry, give me a second. It is. There's two auras. There's one that is illusion and abjuration.
So you're
It
getting is
will-
the aura of the amulet.
Yeah, I will relay that info.
Okay. So while we're reading is the amulet, we're just wondering because, well, we're hearing some people are getting sick, and we just hate for your desire to help people might be leading to others. But you've never spread this to anyone else,
Not to
living
my
or dead.
knowledge.
Yes. Have you ever had any interactions with the undead?
Not favorable ones.
No. Interesting. But you take care. We see that your people very clearly love you.
At this point, a watcher will burst through the doors into the chapel. High priest, I'm so sorry for the intrusion. No one has seen Gregory this morning.
Gregory.
For those of you who don't remember, he's the one who stole the coin purse from you. Illyrian will stand up, and I know that you are searching for Ornar and Daka, but perhaps I could. God damn it.
I can't unhear it now.
I can't unhear it either. But perhaps these two matters might be related.
Well, do you think he went missing as well?
I'm not sure, but there is something else I can help you with. And he is going to produce a spell scroll. And this scroll will have the spell Locate Person on it. When you feel like you're getting close, use this, but if you trace the tracks down here, you must be near. I would start in the center of this sector.
Okay.
And then go from
And
there.
just one other word of warning. If you see anyone in your followers that are showing signs of decay and rot, little spots like their skin is decaying despite the fact they seem alive, be wary of them. They may not be who they appear. Your follower may already be dead.
That is concerning. I appreciate the information. Oh, and allow me to give you these. And from the basket, he had the medicine. He'll give you 2 potions of healing.
Potions of healing?
Yum, yum, yum.
Cool. Valerie will put one in a bag of holding. So, thank you. We will try to save our friend and your wayward but charming miscreant.
And as you set out to find your missing allies and maybe the architect here in Cockbottom, what happens next will be a story for another time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. I am your Dungeon Master, Michael, also known as Lich Souls. And don't forget to join our Discord. Have a really good, nice time. We're really cool people and all that cool stuff. Come play community game night with us. Come play all sorts of stuff like Dead by Daylight and other games. It's a really cool time at lichsouls.com/Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on over to Jeremiah.
I know.
Wonderful session, everybody. Welcome back, Chloe. For new viewers, Chloe's been a longtime member of Lich Souls and was a member of our party in both campaign 1 and 2. So it's great to have her back. I'm excited to see more from Evelyn. And yeah, a wonderful session. We died, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
We came back in a weird way.
Bigger deal to some than others.
Yeah, I guess. And we had a fun fight in the sewers against a disgusting tentacle doo-doo creature.
Exactly.
That was fun. One of us might have E. coli. But yeah, wonderful session. Super excited to see what else is in store, especially with this weird skin grabbers plot line. And yeah, I'll pass it over to Quentin, aka Renatus.
That's me. Yeah. Great session all around. I always forget how tough these fights are starting off when you're this low level. Because like you get further along, it's like, oh, it's tough fights, but at least you can like hold your own. But we'll get there one day. One day I'll be able to take a hit and not have half of my health gone. But until that day, thank you to everyone who is chatting up in chat tonight. Thank you as always to our wonderful role players for bringing this wonderful story to life each and every week here. And of course, thank you to Michael, our wonderful DM, for putting this story together for us to give us the chance to bring it to life each and every week here. And of course, Chloe, welcome back. We're glad to have you back.
We missed
And
you.
we did. And so yeah, that's really all I got. So Guy, why don't you take it away?
You know, you were talking about holding your own, but you know, there's a lot of holding happening tonight. You know, Daka getting, you know, held onto and dragged away. Us holding onto them in our hearts. Diablo holding onto a tentacle monster that was holding him. I don't know why I'm going in this tangent. I'm just having a good time. But yeah, crazy. We got some nice, interesting lore drops. Learned more about a character that we were a little bit suspicious of. We died, I guess, and almost died again. And
the next day. And
the next day.
Brick killed the guy. Anyway, sorry.
Yep, that's perfect. Yeah, but welcome back, Chloe. Good to see you. Really interested in seeing more of Emmeline because she sounds kind of cool. And guess that's it. Just enjoy the evening. I'm gonna pass it on to. Oh my gosh, I'm not used to passing it on to Josh, who plays.
It's okay. Yeah. All my friends are gone. Gonna be turned into hideous abominations.
You're gonna have like a mecha goblin.
Mecha goblin next fight.
This
It's
is how
gonna be
Warframe started.
Oh my God.
Ornar's head's just gonna open up to be like Daka like it was in Men in Black, the first movie.
Yeah.
He's
No.
like,
They couldn't graft Ornar's body to anything, so they just took the double A's out of him and then used them for like a death machine.
Yeah, I was gonna say we get the first like power armor of this of this world.
No, but hopefully
there
we're
wasn't
not.
much of a brain to remove, so.
Very true, but hopefully we're not too late. We'll be able to save the day, and hopefully do our first, like, I would say, major good act of saving the city of this architect fella. But yeah, no, welcome, Chloe. Glad to have you on board for the adventure. And with that, I will pass it on over to you.
Awesome. I have a lot of thoughts. I'm super duper excited for future role-playing situations, and also just to start integrating my own character into the group. Super excited to be back. I've been looking forward to this for quite a bit. So yeah, the picture that is being created and is currently in progress. Very excited for everyone to get to see that. And yeah, I'm just happy that I got to come in and get a kill on my first appearance. What can I say?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Doing it right. That's really all I got. Thank you everyone for welcoming me back so sweetly, and I hope not to disappoint.
never.
And thank you, Michael.
You won't.
And thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/LidgeSouls. And don't forget, you can turn into any of our broadcasts throughout the rest of the week as we play mostly Dead by Daylight at the moment, but other games coming soon. We're forming a Call of Duty group too for the Black Ops 5.
Supermarket Together.
Supermarket Together is our recent game that we're playing, and you want to come beat thieves with brooms with us, come, and that game's free every Tuesday. So until then, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Shake.
Bye.